Hello, I am Taimur Baig. I am Senior BI Architect at FlexManage, and today we'll be talking about Power BI. Power BI uses very similar features like Excel Power Pivot. They're very powerful X-velocity engine that allows data to process in memory. There are hundreds and thousands of records that can be stored in memory and process them in a very fast pace. Today we'll be using powerbi.com to create all these reports, but the reports can also be created in a Power BI desktop version. So I'm going to go straight into the powerbi.com, log in as my user ID password, and continue with creating the dashboards and reports. So as soon as I log in, we have a dashboard, which is a pin dashboard that I can customize on my own. So first we create data sets, which are, and today I brought in a data set from Opportunity of Sales Analytics samples. If you notice in the first screen, when I click on the data sets, you will find multiple reports that are already created, and those reports were generated in my previous versions. But when I create a data set, it creates an empty report for me. In the middle, we have the canvas. On the right side right here, we have visualizations that we can bring it into the canvas. We have fields coming from the database. These are database tables or even fields inside of the database tables. At the bottom here, we have filters that can control the visualization. And at this bottom right here, we have the report name that can be renamed just by a right click. All right. So let's create a first Power BI report. Let me bring out some of these dimensions and these facts so we know exactly what's going on in our data. So here I see we have some revenue. So I'm going to click on the revenue, and automatically it created a chart for me. So what I want to do is I want to change this revenue to a bar chart right here, a clustered bar chart, and I can see how many opportunities are we getting for this time period. So it looks like we have a total of 487 count. I'm going to put that number into a card and place it right here at the bottom so we can see it. All right, let's take our revenue and we'll put the same number right here as a card and slap it at the bottom. Now in Power BI, these numbers can be altered by looking at this format. This paintbrush will give us the data how we want to change this. If I don't like this number the way it's written right now in the millions, I can change it or I can remove the feature already and show it just as a number. So now let's drill down into our data a little bit further. Let's take our monthly opportunity, we'll take our total opportunity count, we'll change it into a clustered chart, and we will add our sales stage, where in each stage this data resides. I'll take this stage into the legend and it will convert it into nice colored charts. All right, so let's take it a little bit further down and find out where these leads are coming in for every month. So there's a slicer feature in here. We'll slice them by months. Here's our months. We'll slice them together. Now all these months are showing up in a nice looking drop down. All right. Now what I can do is I can also take these months and convert the list into a drop down, so it's utilizing a lot less space on the canvas. So I take this drop down and push it up a little bit, and now I can take each month and analyze it separately, or I can press the control button and have multiple months show up. Now if you notice, the opportunity, the revenue, and the rest of the charts will change according to the filter that I select on the visualization. So if I re-click on a particular month, it will take it away. It's almost as if I selected everything. So there's another way of unchecking is using this clear selections drop down. Clear selections option will remove that particular filter. So let's create one more report to answer one more question regarding how many opportunity counts are we getting using our partners. If we add our partners, so here I'm getting two different answers. 270 opportunities are coming from a partner and 217 are not coming from a partner. So let's add one more level of complexity into this particular graph, and we say, all right, out of these partners, what are each stages where this data is in? So I'll take this data into the legend and the data changes accordingly. Now, if I apply my month filter, the same month filter will get applied to the new report as well. And I'll clear the selection again. So now let's continue asking our data more questions regarding drilling down. So here I want to create one more question with a pie chart this time to find out which region is more profitable for me. In here, I am seeing East has a lot more opportunity counts coming in versus the West. So that gives me some insight on what's happening. I will take one more opportunity to find out how many leads are actually very probable that it's going to go into effect versus some of them. So here I am creating a donut chart, and you can see 10% of these leads are coming up as probability and 40% are coming up as hot leads. So let's continue asking these questions and find out which of my products is giving me the most leads and what is the hottest commodity. So I add in my product and find out what product is hot in the market. So here I see that Omnis is generating the least amount of opportunities versus Talus is giving the most amount of leads. All right, so let's figure out why is it that we're getting only 6 opportunities for my one product. Now let's find out how many of these are actually partner driven. So here I'm getting different colorization on the stacked column chart on where a partner driven versus a non-partner driven is giving us more leads for which data. All right. So now enough of the opportunity count. Let's talk about the actual revenue. Okay. So let's take the fact information for the actual revenue and compare it against the number of products that we have and see which one is more profitable. And let's add in, I'll create a line chart with it and put in the average revenue as my line value. So now you can see what is my average revenue versus the actual revenue for a particular product. Now, what I mean to show you here is how easy it is to create Power BI desktops and Power BI reports by simple clicks of a button. There's not much information needed to create a story on the board. All right. Now what I can do is the very powerful features on this is actually here I can go and save this report as my report. I can pin this into creating a dashboard, and I can also share that dashboard with my friends and colleagues. All right. So here I am, I can create a new dashboard and I can call it test dashboard and I can pin it to live. So now when I go back into my dashboards, here I have my story written completely. This dashboard right here is completely interactive. I can click on each one of my reports and drill into each one of these numbers. I can use my slicer to go into each month that I created and it will change the story. I can also click on the report itself to give me. Here I am, I can put this as my favorite. I can also share this with my colleagues using this share button right here and type in their email address and it'll go to them. If I cancel here and go back to my report, I can also download this report as a PowerPoint report and it starts creating the number. PowerPoint report is actually a static report that can be used inside of a PowerPoint. So we can click on this file, export this to PowerPoint, and here it is downloading all this information into a PowerPoint. Now this PowerPoint will be very static. I won't be able to control the numbers there, whatever I have on the screen, it will take a screenshot and push it into PowerPoint. I can open it, I can save it. Here I am opening up the PowerPoint and it comes up as a full-blown PowerPoint report. Now, there's another feature. I can save this report. I can even download it as a desktop, Power BI desktop PBIX file. This is a fast way of creating reports. It's fast and it's easy and it's simple. And it tells the whole story in a very short amount of time. A good place to find some good tricks and tips is community.powerbi.com. Thank you for watching. This is Taimur Baig at FlexManage. You can reach me at tbaig@flexmanage.com. Thank you.